welcome you to another review. The film I'm reviewing today is called Kabhi Khushi, Kabhi Gham. It's a movie from the Hindi film industry, which means sometimes happiness, sometimes sadness, sometimes happy, sometimes sad. And it's directed by Karan Johar, and it has some of the leading stars of the Hindi film industry, including Amitabh Bachchan, Shah Rukh Khan, Hrithik Roshan, Kajol, Kareena Kapoor, Rani Mukherjee. So it was released in 2001, and the story is basically about a wealthy Indian family that stays in Delhi. They own a large industry. They don't clearly mention what they're specialized in, but the family has two sons. One of them is adopted, and I think this is a movie that's really popular for several reasons. It has some great acting, um, great songs. So I'd recommend watching it for both of these. And it's a storyline that is also engaging to follow because the characters are. There's something about each character that you want to invest in. Maybe not. Um, there's some sadness, there's some longing, there's some need for human connection that you sort of relate to. Um, the movie does, however, present a very class based perception of that world, and the story of the movie is that the older son decides to marry someone from a different class background. They're not as wealthy as this person's family, and that creates a rift between the father and this older son. Eventually, the older son decides to move away and stays away for a very long time, and the younger son, played by Hrithik Roshan, decides to move to the place that the older son stays in and find a way to reconnect the older son and the father. By the end of the film, like in most Hindi movies, that connection happens. Um, but that journey is also very interesting to see in terms of how the each character's emotional graph sort of changes. The father, for instance, changes from this stubborn patriarchal figure to someone that understands that you have to make adjustments for family. The older son sort of understands how to communicate with his father a little better rather than just look at him with respect and awe. And the younger son also learns how to be the middle ground in terms of connecting different parts of the family. Kajol also plays the wife of the older son, and she plays a very fun-loving, happy character. Um, and her role in maintaining that family bond and also adapting to the newer family that she joins is also very interesting to see. And they also present this world view of being a non-resident Indian because the older son moves to London, and seeing that older son's life there was also quite interesting. So Delhi and London are the two places this film is based on. I think the settings are also really nice and well designed. So it's a fun movie. It's a classic in the Hindi film industry, and if you're looking for something that is not too hard to watch. It's lighthearted. If you do, if you are familiar with Bollywood or the Hindi film industry, you may cry a bit at some of the scenes. But yeah, it's a fun movie, and I wouldn't mind watching it again.